here at Mowers and Blowers. We push them into the garage, but they come out driving.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome back to another episode. As you guys saw from my last episode, I sold Frank the UPS guy my best tractor. This drain plug. Subscribers sent it. What do you guys see that? See? That's boom. Another one. This is actually powerful easily. All right. That's all. In return, he gave me his old tractor.
Henry, thank you.
See you guys! Why did he give it to me? Because this engine has a blown crank seal and also a busted ACR on his camshaft. So as a result, he did a little bit of MacGyvering and he bought one of these pull start engine covers that sort of fit this 18.5 Briggs single cylinder engine. So what he did was he would turn the key and the starter would engage, and at the same time he would pull it to give it more oomph to get the engine started, and it would run. However, there's a reason why his crank seal went bad. He says that there might be something internally wrong with it. But either way, if this is an 18.5 horsepower engine, I know it's deceiving with this cover on it, making the engine look older than it actually is. It should have a regular plastic cover on it, which means that this engine is probably the sump cover that I need for the engine rebuild I've been putting off for months, because I didn't want to go and buy the sump cover with the half moon thing that holds the single balancer in place. It's the only missing piece to complete another engine rebuild, but looks like I could probably fix this one. In addition, the transmission is a hydrostatic. It runs fine, that's what he says. However, you can't disengage it because the pulling of the lever to disengage the transmission hasn't worked in years. I want to try to fix that if I'm going to try to make this tractor whole again. And why do I want to make this whole, even though it looks 5 out of 10? Is because it's pretty complete. I say complete because it comes with a good deck and an entire bagger system with it too. He also gave me this. That may need a lot of work, and plus it's not worth anything. Not in Long Island, it's not. It has the parts for it. And it has a battery. I'm gonna test this battery, see how good it is. Then I'm gonna probably remove that engine, flip it upside down, open up the sump cover, and see what's wrong with it. So I've got my battery tester ready, but I wanna first see if it cranks. You think it'll crank? Oh, by the way, you can push this forward and backwards. If you put this in basically 6th gear, high gear, it'll slowly roll. If you have it on neutral, you can't move it with a hydrostatic. Wow, it cranks. Yep. Well, that's good. We know that the battery's probably good. I'll test it anyway. All right, 230 CCA Magna battery. It's testing. Oh, by the way, I'm making that sound. What? It says 100% healthy, 67% charged. Well, I just put a charger to it. It's a good battery. Scores! So as you saw from time lapse, I removed the engine, flipped it upside down. It was pretty easy to take out the engine mounting bolts, disconnected the fuel line, throttle cable, the starter wire, the wiring loom, the muffler, as well as the ground to the fuel solenoid. Removing the sump cover was a little difficult, and I'll tell you why. So I have bad news. The sump cover that I thought I could use for my other engine rebuild is the one that I need. However, it's trashed in here, okay? It is scored really badly in here. I'll show you in a second. So the crankshaft had a wobble. It wasn't straight up. It was wobbling. So it completely grinded the bearing inside here, the journal in there. It's all scratched up. Really bad. Really bad. This sump cover is trash. Can't fix it. And that was the reason why he needed a new crank seal, was because it was pretty much all trashed in there, and crank seal wouldn't even fit and make a seal anymore. As a result, this crankshaft journal is completely trashed. Heavy, heavy gouges on there. And also, because of the wobble in so many revolutions at high speed, the synchro balancer links connected to the crankshaft, super loose. Super loose. So much play. Look, I can use my hands and go like that. That amount of play is ridiculous. So, unfortunately, we need a new crankshaft, 2 new links. I think the synchro balancer is good. Engine block is good, and of course, we're back in the same position again. I need now 2 of these sump covers. This is the sump cover I want, where it has the half moon. I call this a half moon. This part right here, like a orange wedge, this wedge right here is what holds this synchro balancer in place. I don't have any sump covers like this. The ones that I have don't have that. It's different. It's for an older Briggs single cylinder. So right now we can't rebuild this engine without one of these. I might have one of these, but I don't have any more of those. So I need links, crankshaft, sump cover. Then I think this engine will run. It doesn't have any other damage to it. Oh, this is the interesting part. The suspected camshaft with the ACR, it's here, and it's fine. So the problem wasn't the camshaft ACR, it was actually the crankshaft and the links and the synchro balancer. This assembly right here is what caused the wobble to grind down the journal of the sump cover to give it that wobble, and eventually the crank seal gave way and all the oil dripped out of it. Even replacing it with a new crank seal is not going to work because that hole is no longer round. It's like oblong. So the crank seal won't be able to seal the oil in the engine. But I think the connecting rod and piston, the bore and the engine block, I think that's okay. We just need links and a crankshaft. Even the camshaft can be used again. So until I get those things, I'm not going to be able to rebuild this engine. I do have another engine, the old kind, that I could put on this tractor. I might do that. But until then, I guess I'll go inside and watch some IndyCar. I just wanted to show you close up. Get that play. Tremendous movement. Look at the journal. Very damaged. Deep, deep gouges. Massive aluminum transfer as well. You can feel it. Big lump. This crankshaft is Dunsky. Condition of the sump cover. Get inside. Deep, deep gouges. As you can see the crank seal there, a spring popped out. It's a very trashed and damaged sump cover. Look at that. Look at how deep that is.
That's what she said.
That's like almost a millimeter. So unfortunately, even though this is the sump cover that I need, with that, this is trashed. So yeah, I need parts to fix that engine. Crankshaft, balancer, sump cover. So guess what? It's amazing how this happens, but some guy locally texted me via one of my listings, and I guess he noticed that on Facebook Marketplace, I've got like 12 tractors and small engine equipment for sale. Apparently, he dilly-dallies in this small engine stuff himself. He flips, but he's been so busy he can't work on it. So he told me that he has enough engine parts for like 8 rebuilt engines. I'm like, wow. Why would you give that stuff away? So he just texted me and said that he's home. I'm going to go over there with Sketchy with a truck full of boxes and just grab and take whatever I can carry. Then I'm pretty sure we're going to have enough parts to rebuild that engine and 8 others. All right, guys, I'm over at my new friend Andrew's shed. He's a 22-year-old kid going through college, and he messes with stuff that we all mess with. He is overwhelmed with all this stuff, and he wants to just give it away. And then he says the stuff that I don't take, he's going to throw it away. And I said, no, you're not. You're not going to throw it away because you're going to regret throwing it away, because I regret throwing things away. When you throw stuff away, a week later, you're going to be working on something and you go, damn it, I threw that away, or I gave it to Henry. So he's not going to throw it away. I'm only going to take what I think I'm going to need to build engines. Oh, he's giving me that, this, and that. And then he wants me to go here and pick out a block, a flywheel, a cover, everything to make one engine. He doesn't want anything left over unless I can make one engine. So looks like I could probably make 6 engines. He's got all the same stuff that I got, you know, that I'm overwhelmed with as well, you know, and I don't even know why I'm here, because I'm already overwhelmed with the same stuff that he has, and yet I'm over here getting more shit. Oh, man. Oh, I want to show you Andrew's car. He built this Stingray convertible. Isn't that insane? Bro, out of control. Blocks, some covers that I need, stuff to sell on eBay. I don't know why I came over here today. So much stuff, guys. Probably enough to build 4 or 5 engines, including a V-twin. Tons of flywheels in here. Lots of flywheels. I mean, it'll take me 2 hours just to unload this stuff and bring it to my shed, you know? Oh, God. I'm so overwhelmed. But I'd call this a motherload. This is a motherload. And I know that I have the parts to rebuild at least 3 engines that I have. Plus, I have enough parts in here to build another 2. So, I guess that's good in the long run. And at the same time, I've got 2 other tractors I need to fix. I mean, I'm just so overwhelmed now. Andrew, thanks a lot for all the stuff. Oh, man. And you ready for this? I only took a little bit of what he had. He has more shit in his back.
Can you believe it?
But he told me that he's going to call me if he decides to take it to the dump. Because then I could come again and take some more stuff. But, I mean, I don't have the kind of room that he does, you know what I mean? But I guess I could use most of it. But thank you to Andrew very much for the parts. I really appreciate it. And
and we'll stay in touch, and maybe I'll get some more shit. All right, I had to move the quad out of here and just park it in the backyard somewhere because I don't know what to do. Box full of covers, V-twins, single cylinders, about 5 engines with the parts, Kohler, a V-twin, Briggs, rest are single cylinder. This one's 14. A ton of flywheels, like 8 flywheels. I told the guy, you know that's money, right? eBay. 40, 50 bucks each. He's like, well, I don't eBay. It takes a lot of time. A lot of other stuff. Probably stuff I don't need, but I know that I did get stuff so that I could fix at least a couple of engines that I have missing parts for, and I'm pretty sure I have them now. So thanks a lot to my new friend, Andrew. I've got a ton of stuff. I'm so overwhelmed, but I know that I'll be able to finish 2 engines and maybe work on 3 or 4 of them moving forward. But I've got so much on my plate. I'm so overwhelmed. I got like 2 tractors I still got to finish. I got a lot of stuff to do. Plenty of content for the next couple of years, I think. But it's hotter than hell right now in New York, and really humid and muggy. Just walking around, sweating like crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to bring you small engine content like this. Stay cool, and we'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.